G'day, Vic Widman here from Great Divide Tours. Now, a lot of people come to me and ask about fitting a performance exhaust system to their four-wheel drive. I haven't done that before, so I decided to try and give a really good, true and proper answer to them that I would do exactly that, fit a performance exhaust. I'm putting on a Taipan exhaust system. Before we do that, I'm going to get the car dyno to see just what power we are putting out at the wheels in normal configuration. After we put the exhaust on, I'll then come back and get it dynoed again, and then we'll see the difference. But on top of that, I'm actually going to put a uni chip in it and have it tuned perfectly to that to get best performance. Then we'll put on the dyno again and we'll get the results from that. And then I'm going to take it for a run all the way to Birdsville and back, and we'll get a real hands-on feel for what the difference is. Better performance, better economy. That's what I'm aiming for. Here I am at Artarmon Automotive. I've been using these guys to work on my four-wheel drives for the past 20 years. I don't really trust anyone else, to be honest. I'm going to get Eddie and Chris to fit up the exhaust, and let's go inside now and meet Kerry from TaipanXP. So Kerry, tell me all about the exhaust you're going to fit the 200 for me.
I'll actually go through you piece by piece about the exhaust system, where it differs from standard, and also what we've done to improve it for longevity for those tourers and that, so they can actually put it on peace of mind, know it's not going to fall off going over corrugated roads
don't want that, no.
And rough terrain that you four-wheel drivers push the
So it's actually built for those conditions, isn't it?
It's definitely built for those conditions, yeah. Our ground clearance is taken into consideration, aftermarket products, fuel tanks, long-range fuel tanks, Kmart rear bars, so yeah.
Look, from my point of view as an outback tourer, I want reliability. When you make a modification in the vehicle, you want it to work, you want it to stay there. So that's what I'm looking for.
Yep, and that's why we like to use good tradespeople to handle our products. So we just don't take the first person that comes along. Yeah. We want to make sure that the workshops are really skilled and can put the system on and it stays on. So yeah, with the 200 series system, what we try and do when we design a system is to actually get parts sitting up higher than standard. So these are the sort of parts that we look at, and then we want to try and actually get the whole system up higher. So when you're out four-wheel driving, you're not going to catch it up. Already this has got scuff marks on the two low points. The muffler will get tucked up as high as possible. This does have a long-range fuel tank and a Kmart rear bar. It is important to let us know if your car has got aftermarket products on it, so the place that's going to be fitting up your system can do it trouble-free. Okay, so just explaining the difference between the standard system and our aftermarket one is obviously the first part is the dump pipe. So this part here, you can see we've only got about 1 3/4 inch pipe. What we've done here is made our own dump pipe. We've stepped it up with a bit of stainless steel here, then it's got mild steel. Then we coat it in a ceramic coating, and this does a couple of things for us. It basically gives us better gas flow out. It actually helps the material hold up in the extreme heat, so it doesn't crystallise and break. And then the other advantage is it helps keep the heat off the floor as well, up by around the firewall where your feet are and the passenger's feet are, so it doesn't transfer through the body of the vehicle. Our engine pipes come back into a really well-designed merge collector for flow. So what we've done is actually to help speed up the exhaust flow, we've actually hooked it into our Vortex muffler. So this is our Sportz Muffler. Basically what happens there is this one is for more of a V8 note for our customers. We do have a Gen 2 which has a side packing on it to keep it quieter for our caravan towers. And you can see here with the standard muffler, it actually reduces down where it goes into the actual muffler. There's quite a lot of restriction in that main muffler on the standard 200 series, and over the years, the last couple of years, they've actually reduced this muffler down. It used to be this long, and basically it's shrunk for some unknown reason, obviously maybe to save more money. So yeah, our tailpipe here is 3.5 inch, and as you can see, we've got a couple of joins in it. That's basically to go around the long-range fuel tank. It's so tight, our mandrel bender won't pull those bends there, so with our bender, we need at least about 120 to 130 between bends. So what we do is we just hand make this piece to go around the long-range fuel tank. If it's a car that's not going to have a long-range fuel tank on it, we can actually pull that in one piece. That's consequently why this has the couple of joins in it.
There we go, the Taipan exhaust has now been fitted. It's up nice and high. In fact, I reckon I've got more clearance now than I did with the original exhaust. I'm going to go back to Autotech now, put it on the dyno, and we'll see what the power difference is.
Okay, Vic, so there we go. There's the 3 runs there. We had the before run when the car was totally standard.
Yep.
We've got the after run, the power run after the exhaust was fitted. Now we've got the complete package with the exhaust and the custom tune they're using, the Uni-chip.
Yep.
As you can see here, once you bolted up your Taipan exhaust, there's an increase of about 10 kilowatts at the wheels.
That's right. Yeah.
It's not a huge increase, but what people have got to understand, it's not the power that they're looking for as well. It's the drop in exhaust temperatures, okay,
right.
the EGTs.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's also going to contribute to longevity of the engine and allow you to load the car up more without causing any engine damage.
Yep.
So once we tuned it and we installed the Uni-chip and we've custom tuned it now, it's gone to 168.5, so that's a total improvement of roughly 50%.
That's 50%.
Yeah, that's right.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's come up well.
Yeah.
So, and in saying that too, we've also had a dramatic increase in torque, as you can see here. So it's also gone from roughly 4,500 newtons at the wheels up to 6,000 newtons at the wheels. So that's probably 25 to 30% improvement.
30% easy. Yeah. Is it right that you should just do the exhaust or do everything like I've done here? You know, done the exhaust, the Taipan exhaust, and the Uni-chip and Dyno tune. Yeah. Can you get away with just doing the exhaust, do you reckon?
Yeah, a lot of people do. They do it for the very reason that I mentioned earlier. They just want to put an exhaust on there to reduce the restriction. Yeah. Look, what we saw on the dyno, 10 kilowatts, that's a substantial, that's a 10% increase just by bolting the exhaust system on. Yep. You've got to remember too, especially for someone like you that's really using this as an off-road vehicle, not as a road car, you know, by reducing the EGTs, which is your exhaust gas temperatures, you're increasing the longevity of your engine. So yeah, it's a good idea that if you do, to get the best benefit out of the exhaust system, it's always a good idea to tune it as well.
Well, I mean, you can see
that's my professional opinion.
Dramatic increase in you know, the result. I mean, it's just amazing. I can't wait to put this to the test on a run out to Burslem, which is what I'm going to do next week.
That's next week.
And mate, and I only just did that run a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to have it back to back, standard, and now with the TaipanXP exhaust and the Uni-chip and the Dyno tune.
You might need some new tyres after you start tearing them up, eh?
No, I'll just take it steady.
Good.
I'll give it a bit of a blast on Big Red. We'll see how it goes.
Well, good luck, mate. I hope it all goes well.
Thanks, mate. It's been brilliant. Well, there we go. We've had everything done. We've had the exhaust from TaipanXP fitted to the vehicle. We've had a Uni-chip put on it, and we've had a dyno tuned. There's the results, a dramatic 50% power increase at the wheels. Now what I've got to do now, take it for a run out to Big Red and see if it really works on the road. I'll come back to you on that real soon.